How many Bhutanese soldiers died in 2003 war?
0, 12, 47, 11.
11 Royal Bhutan armies died in Operation All Clear in 2003 war. The following 11 are those who sacrificed their life for the nation.
Peljab Chopal was from Jangdung Pangbisa village under Mongar Dzongkhag. Gopanado was from Uma village in Wangdi Podrang. Chuma Pema Wangdi was from Kaling Gewog in Trashingang. Chuma Damji was from Kebisa Dagana. Chuma Kinzang Dorji was from Dukla village in Lunchi. Chuma Sonam Tsering from Umling village in Sarpong. Chuma Pema Nidup was from Kongnala village in Mongar. Chuma Yeshe Norbu was from Marchela Gewog in Samdrup Dzonghar. Chuma Druba Dukpa hailed from Nangla Gewog in Jemgang. Chuma Sonam Dorji Doya was from Doraka. Chuma Karma Chewang was from Uzarong Gewog in Trashigang. All of them were awarded Drukquiz Thuxi posthumously by the king. 11 soldiers were martyred in the action, but that was not even 0.5% of lives lost as per the military strength of RBA. The credits goes to His Majesty's the Fourth King's leadership and his tactical approach.
Der Lüdan so Shomi Chachabia, Mr. Dundan Demba, Gajim Soajan, Maumbalu, der Konyak Militobdigi, Chodangil, der Gagitobigi, Gelwadan Demba Ime, der Gehabi Dunabada, Majala Gehabi Mima Yongi, Mani, Bazaguru, Melanchemo, Lasumba, Arab Chitudigi, der Shakjang Bedigi, der Konkara, der Chimatarbatobi, Gitune, Tangachara, Zagin, Tembeguchi.
Who designed the national flag of Bhutan? A. Ashikezang Choden. B. Jigme Namgyal. C. Mayum Choying Wangmo Dorji D. Dasho Shinkarlham.
First version of national flag was designed by Rani Mayum Choying Wangmo Dorji under the initiative of His Majesty, the second King of Bhutan, Jimmy Wangchu, as it was required during the 1949 signing of Indo-Bhutan Treaty.
How many dzongkhags in Bhutan doesn't share border with India or China? 5 dzongkhags doesn't share borders with India or China. Dagana, Trongsa, Punakha, Tsirang and Monga.
Who was the first Prime Minister of Bhutan? A. Jigme Y. Thinley. B. Sangai Ne Dup. C. Jigme Palden Dorji. D. Chering Tobgai. Jigme Palden Dorji, brother to Mayum Kazang Choden Wangchuk, or brother-in-law of Third King. In 1958, he became the first man to hold the title of first Prime Minister of Bhutan, known as Laotian. Tragically, in 1964, Chabda Bahadur Namgyel was shot at the Changli Nithang ground by a firing squad after he was found guilty and implicated in the assassination of Leontien Jigme Palden Dorji.
Who in Bhutan recently received 9 gold medals in MBBS? Dr. D. Wangma, Dr. Loti Chering. None.
Gold medal for biochemistry awarded by the KDU. Awarded to D. Wangma. Gold medal for overall best performance in MBBS degree program, academic, awarded by the KDU. Awarded to D. Wangma.
Why are there 108 beads in Buddhist Kam or Mala beads? All of the above first. The Sanskrit language has got 54 letters of masculine Shiv and 54 letters of feminine Shakti, each of which is Renya, so if you add their 2, you get 108 letters. Second semi-perfect number. Astronomically, the Sun's diameter is roughly 108 times that of Earth, and the distance from Earth to the Sun is, on average, 108 times the Sun's diameter. A similar cosmic dance exists between Earth and the Moon. Third signify the 108 mortal desires or defilements of mankind. Fourth essential texts in yoga and Eastern philosophy comprise 108 chapters. Finally, it embodies a circular, continuous form. Within it, there's a rhythm, beginning, continuing, and completion. Each bead whispers, "You're part of this grand cycle."
How many Tibetans came as refugees to Bhutan during Tibet annexation by Chinese in 1959?
If you look down the Tibetan region of China, you will see this border that has been closed since 1959. On the other side is Bhutan. After the 1959 Tibetan riots, some 6,000 Tibetans fled to Bhutan and were granted asylum. The border has remained closed since then, and Bhutan does not officially recognize the People's Republic of China as a sovereign state and maintains diplomatic relations only with India.
Who composed the national anthem of Bhutan? Dasho Shinka Lam, Aku Tongmi, Guadrong Trinle Dorji, Doyelopan Namgai. Deputy Jikenpo Dorji Lopa Namgay composed the lyrics upon the command of 3rd King in 1953, and it was assisted and translated Gyaldrung Thinlay Dorji, father of Lionpo Jigme Thinlay. It was Aku Tongmi who composed the music.
Tengachi Drukquiz Kamnalu, the Gebiki Tinshude, the Tsamgobiki Ka, Pelmio Nadarimboche, Jingme Toji Wachuchugibe, Kanano, Seshunibi, Geong Tsogdichimo, Teng Nibadi Tsonambiki Kablo, the Dashu. Gelden tini doji lube, de gebi ki tinshuchi, inchi michi tsamko mares. De leka nam shindu de koki koden tabdi gibe, de ngachirai, de shung tatsagi, de darinaba bebachin lube ngapsome, de ganglu lube shivi gi tele, de talop namgi gibe, de tsamnanu, de tsambi gi kablu, tsikang chuni tsamnanu seshuni, de le dandi gagibe tsamnanu go sodochi bebachin, de dakshu akutomi gibe shimda, the two godin kogi beshin the tabdi gibe, the dandi, the dasho akutomi gibe tsamnano, seshunibila.
Who unified Bhutan? Desi Jigme Namgyal, Gongza Ugyen Wangchuk, Japdrom. Desi Jigme Namgyal, father to Gongsa Ogyen Wangchuk, unified Bhutan, whereas Zabdrung Nawang Namgyal is the founder of Bhutan. Jigme Namgyal was called as the Black Ruler. The Raven Crown, symbolizing Bhutanese kingship, was designed for him by his root lama, Jangchub Tsundru.
What does your Bhutanese CID number tell about you? In Bhutan, our citizenship identity, CID card, contains an 11-digit number, but have you ever realized what each digit represents? Each digits have a meaning and contributes to your identity. Guess what? Just by looking at your CID number, we can exactly know which part of Bhutan you are from and what's the status of your census. Let me explain. The first digit of your CID number indicates your census status. So if it's 1, you are native Bhutanese. If it starts with 2, then it indicates that mother is non-Bhutanese or mixed parentage. And if it starts with 3, it indicates that no regular census records are available for you. Now, the next 2 digits represent the Dzongkhag you come from. It represents the Dzongkhag in the alphabetical order. If you are from Trashiangse and native Bhutanese, your CID number will start as a 116 because Trashiangse is the 16th Dzongkhag. So status of your census is followed by the serial number of your Dzongkhag in alphabetical order as follows. Then the next 2 digits represent the serial number of your Giwog in alphabetical order. Example, if your CID number starts with 11606, it means your Giwog stands in 6th in your Dzongkhag. The final 6 digits represent one's individual serial number in your Giwog. For instance, if your CID ends with number 000375, then it means you are the 375th person your Giwog. The main purpose of having 6 digits at the end is that the 11-digit number CID can include up to 999,999 people in each Giwog. Having explained, so I hope you all might have now got what your CID number tells about you. It certainly carries more meaning than what we just as an 11-digit number. Check out our Facebook page by the name Drukquiz.
What's the national flower of Bhutan? And what's so special about it?
Blue poppy, Thurian meadow, Have you not wondered about our national flower? Let me tell you a small story and trust me, you are going to love it. Blue poppy, its scientific name Meconopsis botanica, got its name for being bluish purple in color. Found in the higher altitudes of 3000 to 5000 meters above sea level, Bhutanese blue poppy has been declared as a new and typically different species from its yellow-colored cousins found in Sikkim and Nepal. The flower was discovered first in 1933 by British botanist George Sharif in the remote part of Sakten in eastern Bhutan, but nothing much of the flower was known then. It was only in the mid of August 1995 a Japanese botanist, Mr. Toshio Yoshida, followed the Jomolari track in the western part of Bhutan and found blue poppy flowers blooming in the vicinity of Thofu Lake under Tsentogyo. Upon examining, it was found out that the ones found in Bhutan was different species by shape and color to the ones found in Nepal and Sikkim. This entails that it's a new species of flower found in Bhutan. Blue poppies also come in pink, white and red colors. However, blue-colored ones are critically endangered species. Thus, our national flower might not be seen in near future if it ever becomes extinct. Thus, I suggest you to visit our mountains during its flowering season from June to August so that you can have a physical look to the spectacular and a very rare flower in the Himalayas. Why not take a chance when you can? Breathe the Himalayas and hug the poppies. I hope you liked it. Kadiche.
What does your Bhutanese CID number tell about you? In Bhutan, our citizenship identity, CID card, contains an 11-digit number, but have you ever realized what each digit represents? Each digits have a meaning and contributes to your identity. Guess what? Just by looking at your CID number, we can exactly know which part of Bhutan you are from and what's the status of your census. Let me explain. The first digit of your CID number indicates your census status. So if it's 1, you are native Bhutanese. If it starts with 2, then it indicates that mother is non-Bhutanese or mixed parentage. And if it starts with 3, it indicates that no regular census records are available for you. Now, the next 2 digits represent the Dzongkhag you come from. It represents the Dzongkhag in the alphabetical order. If you are from Trashiangse and native Bhutanese, your CID number will start as a 116 because Trashiangse is the 16th Dzongkhag. So status of your census is followed by the serial number of your Dzongkhag in alphabetical order as follows. Then the next 2 digits represent the serial number of your Giwog in alphabetical order. Example, if your CID number starts with 11606, it means your Giwog stands in 6th in your Dzongkhag. The final 6 digits represent one's individual serial number in your Giwog. For instance, if your CID ends with number 000375, then it means you are the 375th person your Giwog. The main purpose of having 6 digits at the end is that the 11-digit number CID can include up to 999,999 people in each Giwog. Having explained, so I hope you all might have now got what your CID number tells about you. It certainly carries more meaning than what we just as an 11-digit number. Check out our Facebook page by the name Drukquiz.
Can a foreigner get Bhutanese citizenship? Yes. No.
Many foreigners come to Bhutan to learn about our cultures and traditions. Some foreigners love Bhutan so much that they want to get settled here. But how? Let me tell you the 3 ways of becoming a Bhutanese citizen. Number 1. Citizenship by birth. A person both of whose parents are Bhutanese shall be natural-born citizen of Bhutan. Number 2. Citizenship by registration. A person living in Bhutan or before 31st December 1958 and whose name is registered in the official records of the government shall be a citizen of Bhutan by registration. Number 3. Citizenship by naturalization. Naturalization is an act of formally adopting a foreigner into the state and clothing him or her with rights and privilege of citizenship. He or she must 1. Have lawfully resided in Bhutan for at least 15 years. Number 2. Not have any records of imprisonment for a criminal offense within the country or outside. Number 3. Must be able to speak and write Dzongkha, our national language. Number 4. have a good knowledge of the culture, customs, and traditions of Bhutan. Number 5. Have no records of having spoken against the Tawasum. 6. Re-announce the citizenship if any of a foreign state on being conferred the Bhutanese citizenship, meaning we are not allowed to have dual citizenship card. Last, number 7. Take solemn oath of allegiance to the constitution as may be prescribed, meaning the foreigner should keep a promise that he or she will be a good citizen of Bhutan.
Which Jong served as a central jail until 1997 in Bhutan.
Built in 1531 by Ngawang Chogyal, brother of Drukquiz, it's Bhutan's oldest and the first model of Dzong, setting the architectural standard for later Dzongs in Bhutan. It was converted as central jail in 1976, and people feared visiting the Dzong for its dark history of housing the country's most notorious prisoners. However, it was discontinued in 1997 during the reign of 4th king. There is a sacred Drukquiz adjacent to the Dzong, which is said to have healing properties, and it is 15 minutes walk from the Dzong. History narrates that heinous criminals were thrown from the Dzong's cliff towards the river below, enveloped in a carcass.
Since the statue of Chichen Milarepa was stubborn enough not to move from that place, which in Dzongkha translates as Toptek Tikibedete, the place came to be known as Toptek Dzong, which as time progressed came to be pronounced as Topchi Dzong.
Drukquiz.
When did the first airplane land in Bhutan? 1968, built by Indian Border Road Organization. 1.2 kilometer and 25 meter width airstrip was completed and inaugurated at Paro, and the first aircraft landed in Paro was at a Kota airplane operated by the Indian Air Force on March 23, 1968. The Drukquiz purchased its first German-made 18-seat Dornier 228-200 aircraft, and it landed at Paro Airport on the 14th of January 1983. Interesting, right? Let me tell you some other facts. Initially, the flight fare was rupees 135 per person from Calcutta to Paro and rupees 40 from Hasamara to Paro. This one I bet you didn't know. As per the Bhutan's Department of Air Transport's rules, the pilots are not allowed to fly airplanes over the yellow rooftops, which means they are not allowed to fly over dzongs, temples and monasteries as a respect to these religious sites. Guess what? The first Bhutanese pilot was Captain Tenzin Shearing, 23 years old, who became the first pilot to fly Drukquiz on the 1st of April 1984.
Has anyone in Bhutan received the Drukquiz medal twice? Let's see, guys. The Drukquiz medal is a prestigious award given for distinguished services to the nation, and it's quite rare for individuals to receive it more than once. Father Mackey, however, received it twice. But how? It's a funny and interesting story. In 1973, he was awarded the Royal Drukquiz Medal by the 3rd King of Bhutan for his contributions to education, modernizing the education system over 32 years. Unfortunately, he lost the medal while at Konglum. After his retirement, during a dinner hosted by his former students in Thimphu, a Bhutanese student learned about the loss. This information eventually reached the king, and His Majesty sent a replacement Drukquiz medal. As a result, people joked that Father Mackey was the recipient of 2 Drukquiz medals.
In 1973, the present king, King Jigme Singye Wanchuk, bestowed upon Father Mackey the highest honor the country has ever conferred on a foreigner. The king also granted Father Bhutanese citizenship in 1985, and in 1994, appointed him honorary advisor to education for life.
Drukquiz.
When was the first road built in Bhutan? A. 1950s, B. 1960s, C. 1970s, E. 1980s. In the early 1960s, upon the command of the 3rd king, the Bhutanese people, along with Indian laborers, embarked on an extraordinary endeavor, the construction of the 174 kilometers, Phuentsholing Thimphu National Highway. They kicked off in October 1960, and within a mere 19 months, from October 1960 to May 1962, they had this highway ready. Imagine that. Limited modern equipment, no bulldozers, just hard work and determination. The very first road in Bhutan was a monumental achievement, one that involved sweat, tears, and even a touch of blood. Few even lost their lives. On 3rd May, during Indira Gandhi's visit to Bhutan, she cut the ribbon and formally declared the 174-kilometer-long Phuentsholing Thimphu Shung National Highway open. Welcoming the Indian Prime Minister, His late Majesty said, "The Phuentsholing Thimphu National Highway was built on the sweat and tears of my people. We had no surplus labor force, and so we had to conscript men and women from all parts of the country to work on this project. Many of my countrymen lost their lives in this venture. No longer do my people walk for 7 days from Thimphu to Phuentsholing and 7 days back just to buy salt from the Indian border towns. No longer do my people think only of the affairs in their village, for the roads have opened a window to the outside world and made them feel one with the rest of humanity.